Dress sense. So we're gonna talk about dress sense. Yeah, dress sense is like a mirror image of your self-respect. So your dress sense is like a mirror image of your personality, your soul. It describes your character. For example, right? If man's wearing a big like tank top here, and he's big with muscles and that, and he's like proper tight to his body, you know he wants to show everyone that he's the man. Like, look at my muscles and stuff like that. You get me? So it's like you know, when a girl wears like tight clothes and stuff, she's proud of her body. You get me? She's walking down the street like no one else looks like her. You get me? Like she's the fittest girl in the world and stuff. So when someone's got a lot of ego and pride, you can tell that through their dress sense, the way they walk, the way they present themselves. You know what I mean? So you can see that in their dress sense. Like, for example, like you have a lot of girls that are dressed for attention. They wear low tops, tight tops, or you know, see-through clothes and all these mad things, right? But when they get their attention, they act like they don't want their attention. That's just some bimbo mentality, because if you didn't want their attention, why are you dressing for attention? You get me? I don't understand that. Girls try to act good and that when they get the evil lustful attention, but they're dressed in a lustful way. It's just, I don't know what's going on. You get me? So if you see a tramp on the street, how do you know he's a tramp? Through his dress sense. You get me? Through his tattered clothes, they stink and stuff. If you see a prostitute, you know through her dress sense. You know what I mean? The tight clothes, the mini skirt and the big boots. You get me? If you see a Singh, you see the star, and you see a Barner, you know he's a Singh. So dress sense tells a lot about a person's character, about a person. You get me? Like, for example, if you go into hairstyles, you could tell a dread is lazy, because a dread, yeah, they wash their hair once a year, and the hair's all tangled, so they don't comb it. We got long hair, but we comb it twice a day, wash it once a day at least. You get me? So when, you know, Sikhs ain't meant to be lazy. So if someone's got a gelled hairstyle and they've like everything's perfect, and you know, the girls do all these fringes and all these mad hairstyles that take 2 hours, you know that they're out to attract. Because if they didn't want to attract nobody, why would they spend 2 hours on their hairstyle? If a girl's just simple, she's got a long good, you know she's not out to attract. She's doing her own thing, living in a modest way, in a humble way. You get me? Do you know what I mean? So sometimes looks can be deceiving, but most of the time, boy, if you're just like a slag, you're gonna get treated like a slag. You get me? If you're disrespectful, you're gonna get some respect. You know what I mean? You won't get man's perving on you. You get me? If you show your body, if you show your assets, yeah, so-called assets, yeah, when these girls dress in ego, they want to show their assets, right? You're gonna get perved on. You get me? You're putting yourself in danger. You get me? You're gonna get looked at. People gonna, you get me? You might think, oh, it's just fashion, I'm not sending out the wrong vibe, but you're sending out the vibe. Look at me, I'm up for it, I'm desperate. Do you know what I mean? That is the only vibe people get when you're just like a slag. Every girl needs to start looking themselves in the mirror and think, what vibes are they sending out? Are they sending out the vibes of desperation? You get me? Or are they sending out the vibes of modesty and self-respect? If you're gonna go up Singh's daughter, come on, think twice about what you wear. Do you know what I mean? So your image says a lot about your principles and mindset. So like when you go to a club and the girls wearing loose clothes, you know who the girls are that are gonna be up for a one night stand, and not through the dress sense. Because the girl that wants to be up for the one night stand, right, she's gonna be exposing all her body parts because she wants attention, so she's bound to get one person. You get me? And you could tell like the girl who's shy, and you know, because of they're not dressed in a slaggy way, they're just there because their friend forced them or whatever. You could tell your dress sense, your whole aura, it gives out a lot about you. You get me? So honor, yeah, if you lose your honor once, it's very hard to regain your honor, because you could become a saint tomorrow, but your bad rep will always stain you for the rest of your life. You get me? So dignity and morals, that's what Guruji told us to live with. You get me? And a lot of times, yeah, like, you know, women just dress inappropriate to the Gurdwara. They're bringing in lustful vibes to a holy place, and they feel no shame when they do Matatek. They do Matatek in front of Maharaj, their father, yeah. And like the way they dress half naked, don't they feel shame? They're bending down in front of their father in a half naked way. It's just disgusting, man. Like singing and start telling other Sikh girls how to dress out there. You get me? So Maharaj made them a cause and sings with real self-respect. You know what I mean? Not ego, humble, and you know what I mean? I wouldn't wear vests or tight tops and stuff like that, because it's just sending out the wrong vibes. It's like attention seeking. It's like, you know what I mean? I'm hey, hi, look at me, I'm available, I'm free, check out my body, let's go. That's the sort of vibes that all the youth is dressing in them sort of ways, you know what I mean? Marriages made us into princesses, not skets. You get me? I've seen a lot of Amritari Bibia wearing the stars, but they're just sketty, you know what I mean? What's the point wearing the star if you're gonna expose the bottom part of your body to some next degrees of levels, man, with all these tight tops and tight jeans and stuff, you know what I mean? Showing all your curves and stuff, man. That's not the way Maharaj is singing or Singhs meant to dress, you get me? So dress sense tells you a lot. It can get you into a lot of trouble and that as well out there on the streets, you get me? Because if you want attention, you will get the wrong, and you're dressing in the wrong way, you will get the wrong attention, man, and that could lead to you being raped or being touched up or being humiliated, you get me? Especially when you're walking with your brothers and fathers out there, man, you're gonna get them beaten up one day because they're gonna try defending you because it's their duty, yeah, but you've just caused that. Why would you KHALSA? Why would you get